These are class limits. How would you know that? How we know that is you look at your marks, look at the marks, or look at the scores, or look at, how do you call it, the age. If they are continuous, then they are class boundaries. If they are not continuous, they are not class boundaries. Treat them like class limits. But for this case, we are treating them as class boundaries because they are continuous. So you can see clearly that 30 less 40, 40 less 50, you can see it's continuous. Eh? It is continuous in that order. I believe you're seeing that. It is continuous. You have 40 here, you have 40 here, 50, 50, 55, 55, 60, 60, 70, 70, 90, 90. Those are class boundaries. Okay? That's how you determine. Now, after doing all that, now we go to answering the question. Ensure that each and every digit there is correct. I made some mistakes here. I crossed and wrote the value on top. That is how you do the work. Don't make your work very dirty. If you make the work very dirty, the person who's marking won't see, and you are going to lose marks. Okay? Remember, you're writing for someone to see, not for yourself to see. You're helping someone understand. Then you now go to answering the question. We are supposed to draw a what? We are supposed to draw a what? Before we go to, we are supposed to draw a, how do you call it? A histogram. How would you do a histogram? We are going to plot frequency density against upper class boundaries. But always we know that we start with the lower class boundary of the first class. So in that case, we have, how many values do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that helps me because I'm going to be living here. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, why I'm counting is because I need to estimate. And that's what you're supposed to do, members. Estimation. I'm actually not supposed to be doing this for you. I just tell you, and for you do. Because for me, I'm doing the things I'm understanding even better and better. For you, you are just following. See? But let me do, because the next time I will not what. Okay, that is it. So label your axis first, members. Labeling axis, frequency, density. That is on the vertical axis. Then right here, we are going to write class boundaries. Why? Because you begin with class, the first class boundary of the, the lower class boundary of first class boundaries. And their boundaries, not class boundary. Then, I need to see, I need to get an appropriate scale. What do I have? I have, my highest value there is 3. Okay? My highest value is 3. So I need to get a scale that will enable me to draw this histogram 3/4 of the graph page. 3/4. You know that from your O-level and from your past discussions in the different subjects. Okay? 3/4 of the graph page, so that is seen clearly. My highest value is 3. So get a scale. Get a scale. Okay? Get a scale. I could have, let me see. So, supposing I say 0.2 here. I'm just estimating. I have 0.2 here, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and I have 1, 1.2. Will it fit? It may not fit. Okay? Supposing I have here 0.4, 0.8, then I have 1.2, 1.2, 1.6. No, 1.2. Yes, 1.1. Yes, 1.6. Therefore, this is 2. This is 2.4. 2.4, like that. I think it will fit. Hmm? That will fit. So what scale am I using here? Now you can use your appropriate scale, which fits for you. For me, that's what I'm using. I'm using like two, for instance, I'm considering 10 small squares equals to 0.4 units. So this will give us, 5 small squares is 0.2 units. This is going to give us 0.4. This is going to give us 0.8. This is going to give us plus 4, 1.2. 0.2, sorry. Then plus 0.4 is 1.6. 0.4 is 2.0. Then we shall have 2.4. Then you shall have here, what do you have? 2.8. 2.8. Then you have 3. So you can see this is almost 3/4 of the page. Any questions? Any questions? Hello, any questions, members?
Teacher, here teacher, after 2.8, I thought it is 3.2
Oh
because
yes,
you said that we are
3.2,
using
sorry.
0.4.
Sorry, members, 3.2. Are we okay now? Any other question? Any correction? Are we okay? Members? Sam? Stephen? Margaret? Okay, there are no questions. We're now going to look at the what? The lower, the class boundaries. We said we begin with the lower class boundary of the first class, which is that, 30. Then we move in that order. So we have 30 here. Then leave 10. We have 40. Let's follow that. 40. We have 50. We have 60. No, we have 55, sorry. Is it really? 50. No. We have 50, 60. Just follow that order. You have 70. You have 80. 90. Then you have 100. Anyone has any problem? I'm following that. I wrote this. Members, I wrote this. 30, 40, 50. I've not written 55, but I've written 60. I've written 70, I've written 80, I've written 90, I've written 100. There's a reason why I've added that 80. Okay? There's a reason why I've added 80. We are going to see shortly. But that 80 is not going to do, it's not going to help anything. It's just there for convenience, really. Okay? Because the class widths are different. So those bars are also going to be in different width. Okay? Members, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are now going to start plotting. We are going to start plotting. The first one plots 0.2, plots against what? Against 40, not against. So 0.2 is right here. 0.2 is right here, plots against 40. And the class width is 10. So because the class width is 10, members, I checked through all the questions. I've not seen any question where the class width, they give us as 3, they give us as what? As 2. It's not there. Always the class width, they will give us either 5 or what? Or 10. I think that question was asked some time back. Okay? You go and check all the questions. The problem with our students, you don't want to do questions in all through. But I'm going to make you do those questions. Okay? Then you'll discover so many things. Next is we move to 1.5. How do you get 1.5? 1.5? Okay. 0.2 times this is 20, this is 30 times 35. That's right. 30. So 1.5 is right here. We count 37. 37 small squares. Because we have, when you have 37, you have 1.4. 1.48. So we round off. So 37 small squares gives us 1 point what? 1.5. There we are. And the class width is still 10. Class width is 10, right there. Class width is 10 members. There we are. Okay. Any questions, members? I'm doing this. The first one I plotted 0.2 against 40. Then the next one is 1.5 against 50. Now somewhere there I had to estimate. 37 small squares because I can't get exactly 1.5. I get 1.448, which helps me to round off. Okay? Are you getting me, members? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Next is we are plotting 2 against 55. 2.0 against 55. So now, but the class width there is 5. The class width here is 5. This time, the width of the bar is not 10 small squares. It will be now 5 small squares. And that's what I'm going to plot. So I look for 2. 2 is right here. Okay?
2 is right.
And then this time, instead of having all the 10 small squares, I'm going to have 5.
This time, instead of having all the 10 squares, I'm going to have 5.
There we are. 55 is right here. This is 60, this is 55. Members, have you seen? Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Next is, we are now going to plot 2.2. 2.2 against 60. 2.2 against 60. So we are going to look for 2.2. 2.2 is right here. 2.2 is right here. Is here. 2.2. Again is 60. 60 is here. Down there. 60 is here. Once again, the class width is 5. So we're going to leave 5 small squares and then join with the 60. That is what we have. Okay. That's how it looks like. Look at the bars. They are not equal in width because the class widths are different. The next thing we are going to plot is 3.0 against 70. 3.0 against 70. I look for 3. The class width there is 10. Class width is 10. That is also going to guide me. So 3.0 should give us 0.2. Yes, 3.0 is right here. So this is going to give us 3.0. There we are. The class width is 10, so I join with the 70. Remember, the upper class boundary there is 70. And then I join my vertical line. Okay, there we are. I show you that. It's right there. We are seeing that. So So I've plotted 3.0, which is here. Again, it's 70. The next one that I'm going to plot is 1.45. 1.45 against 90. 1.45 against 90. And to look for where I need to locate 1.45. This is 1.48 right here. Where is 1.45? When I count about 36 small squares, 36 small squares will give me 1.44. Remember, members, I cannot locate 1.45 directly, so I need to count 36 small squares, which helps me to estimate that one as 1.45. So it's right here, 36 small squares. 36 small squares is right there. You have seen that mark? Now, when you see that mark, that is 36. But remember, our class width is 20. Our class width is 20. I hope you have seen, members. Class width is what? 20. So
It's
it means
20.
I am going to leave how many small squares? How many small squares am I going to leave? Members, I'm going to leave 20 small squares because it's 20. So look at this. I'm going to have from 70 to 90. That is 20. Because this is 10 and this is 10. Now you see that that 80 is not so much, it's just for convenience. Members, have you seen why I put the 80 there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that 80 is
Yes.
not, is for convenience. Otherwise, when I leave it blank, it will look funny. Are you getting the point? Yes, I can't leave it there because, but 80 is not part of this. Members, if you can see, 80 is not part of the class boundaries. I've just put it there for convenience. It helps to fill that gap there. So I'm going to join that 1.45 with 90, or join it to 90. So that one gives me my what? My correct diagram for that. So that gives me 20 as the class width there. And lastly, now we have, I'm plotting 0.3 with 100. I need to locate 0.3. Where do I get 0.3 here? 0.3 should be 0.0. Should be, let me see, 7? Yeah, 7 small squares. So this gives us right here 7 small squares. This is 1, 2, 7 to give us 7. The class width there is 10. So it means I'm going to leave small squares there, which gives us that. Any questions before we proceed? Any questions? Any questions? Members, any questions?
No?
No?
Yes. Have you understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, it's not always 80. There may be another value. So it is up to you to be creative to place those values clearly. I've placed 80. It's for convenience. I've not written 55, members. 55, I've not written it there. But I can see clearly that this is, I've plotted something with 55 as a class what? As a upper class boundary right here between 50 and 60. You can see clearly. And then you can see that those bars, you can see clearly that they bring out the difference in class width, like how the question has been set. So let us try to be very, very creative there. Now we are supposed to read off the how do you get it? The mode. So join this point to this one here, and then join this to that. And then where they meet, that is it. We have that. Okay, that's it. and read off that. You are experts in reading this. I don't need to go through. You know what to do. You can read off very well. So you can read off and get the answer. The rest you are going to calculate. Eh? You are going to calculate the mean, the median, and the standard deviation. That one you can calculate. Do you have any questions? The problem was drawing the what? Drawing the histogram for different what? For different class widths. Any questions, members? Any questions? People are so quiet. Annette, any question? Annette? Annette? Monica? Peter Stephen? Sam Ejua? Caroline?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No question, teacher.
Okay. The way you are
I have
talking.
no
the person,
question.
the person who
sir.
is Caroline, the way you are saying. Okay, if there are no questions, what you are going to do, you go and complete this work. Okay? Go and calculate the mean, calculate the median, standard deviation. Then, I hope you're listening carefully. Then these questions here. Eh? You go and copy those questions and do them. Okay? In your books. That question 2, let's look at question 2. Question 2, they've given us upper class boundaries. Are you looking at them? Those are upper class boundaries. But you see, how do you notice them? They've given us 15 there. 15. Now they've not given us a lower class boundary of the second what? Of the second class. So it means 15 becomes, 15 is the upper class boundary of the first class, and then it becomes the lower class boundary of the second class right there. So it will be 15 less 20, and then 20 less 30, 30 less 40, like that. So those are upper class boundaries. You can draw the cumulative frequency curve. After doing that, those are 2 questions. Then I'm going to ask you, go and look for the paper of 2020, paper 2. Look for it. Look for the paper of 2019, paper 2. Look for the paper of 2020 what? 2018, paper 2, up to 2010. Do all the questions in statistics. I've given you up to 2010. I'm actually very, very lenient. You should be clapping for me. Do all the questions from 2020 up to 2009, up to 2010 on statistics only. Don't copy. I will know that you copied. I will know, because I've been doing this for some time. So if you copy from those books, I will know. You just do all those questions on statistics only. Anything you see on statistics, just do. Then you submit your work. My number, someone was wondering what my number is. Let me write it right here. 0777 32 1564. Space up your work. I don't like untidy work. You do it well. If possible, you can download this one here. Download the thing. Cam scanner. Scan the work and send it to me. It will be more clearer. If you have no space, delete certain things that are useless and you download that app. If you don't have, then take clearer pictures. Do not take slanty pictures. We are 8 people here. Okay? We are 8. Aineviona Stephen, I know you are hearing me, although sometimes your network is very poor. Kongo Monica, Annette, Peter Stephen, Ejua Sam, Nalule Caroline, Ndagire Margaret. I want that work by Sunday. By Sunday evening, I want all the work presented before the next lesson, because we need to go through and then we start on something else, as I will communicate clearly. So, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
So these two, do also these two questions, the two questions that are on the what? Submit them, okay? Submit them. So I will expect 2 questions plus other questions. There are very many. Me, I want them. You submit. No excuses. I want work from all of you. You are 8 here. Actually, you are 9. I've called your names. Maybe I can call once again. Maybe you think I've forgotten. Aineviona Stephen, Congo Monica, Annette, Apire Stephen, Ejua Sam, Nalule Caroline, and Nagire. Let me actually write your names down. You submit, I tick. You submit, I tick. Aineviona. Viona. If you don't submit, I will count for you there. So these ones are Congo, Monica, Annette, Apire, Stephen. You look for those papers, people will give you, because someone who wants to pass will be able to. Ejua, Sam, Nalule, Caroline. And write your name, such that I see. And you write the date, write the year. I will check. If this is 2020, you write 2020, question this, paper 2. Is that clear, members? Is that clear?
Yes.
For these questions here, you write those questions. Me, I know them. So for the years, you write the years there. So if this is 2020, you write 2020, question 3. 2019, paper 2, question 4. 2018, paper 2, question on top, so that I see clearly. Up to 2010, look for only paper 2. If you copy from the answers, I will know. Do not copy from answers. Me, I want you to do those questions, not copying. Anything on statistics only. Don't do the entire paper. Some of your ears are a little crooked. I said look for questions on statistics only. Only statistics. Don't do the rest. Okay, members. We shall meet again. So Sunday, submit your work. I have, when you submit, I tick. No giving excuses. I hear I will submit next year, next what? No. So you submit your work. Okay, members, we shall meet. If you have no questions, we shall meet again. I have to go to the next class now. We have just barely less than 1 minute. We shall meet. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Have a good evening.